So in Bentham's work, The Principle of Morals and Legislation, his formulations of Utilitarianism was first expounded. So there, he evaluated action based on the relevant consequences, which is particular or overall happiness that extends to everyone who is affected by the action. Like, once Jeremy Bentham sabod, ang iyang principle about utilitarianism is an action is morally right if it promotes happiness or pleasure. Then an action is morally wrong if it tends to promote unhappiness or pain. So this is developed according to him. Happiness is a matter of experiencing pleasure without any pain. So understandable naman siya, di ba? So he formulated an algorithm called the philosophic calculus that calculated the amount of pleasure that a person may gain from a particular action. So it is also called the
calculus, the Hedonism calculus, and the Utilitarianism calculus.
So that's it. So ang philosophic calculus, or it is also called the Hedonic calculus, and the Hedonistic calculus. It questions how do we know that the pleasure is maximized and pain is minimized. So it's ang iyang purpose is to provide philosophic calculus niya. So ang purpose ng ini is to provide tangible standards to judge whether an actions. Ang purpose ng ini sa itong philosophic calculus is to provide tangible standards to judge whether an action brings pleasure, happiness, and avoids pain. So he gives the following criteria. So first is the intensity. How strong is the pleasure? So gaano kalakas ang kasiyahang ibibigay sa himo na action? How strong? Next, second is the duration. How long will the pleasure last? So gaano katagal? Diba? Ang pleasure na mukhaan mo occur. Diba? So how long it is? How long it is our waiting? Third is the certainty or the uncertainty. How likely or unlikely it is that the pleasure will occur. So it is how likely or unlikely is that the pleasure will occur. Which is more certain to happen? Pleasure ba o ang happiness? So it is how likely it could be. So next is the propinquity or the remoteness. How soon will the pleasure occur? So how far the pleasure is in terms of the physical space or time, or when it could occur. Five is the fecundity. So the probability that the action will be followed by the sensations of the same kind. So for example, yung skip ka sa class, diba? So sa imo pag-skip ng class, siya kahatag ng pleasure sa imo, diba? Kaya himo-himo to, di mo gusto na iba na activities or yung mga gusto himoon. Pero ang imo pleasure nito na makuha nimo is dili siya frequent, so dili siya tinuod. It's because yung consequences na mahitabo. It's either na ma-miss nimo itong iba na mga lectures, may imo ma-miss na quizzes, which is leads to poor ang imo performances or ma-fail ka sa imo grade or sa imo kuan. So means next is the purity. So the probability that it will not be followed by the sensations of the opposite kind. So it's the same with the kuan. So same siya sa picture. Ako sa same sa kuan. Ako na i-connect, no? So di ba kung lain na tong sa purity, so di ba ito na itong nag-skip sa class, tapos may consequences na mahitabo. So ang sinuot ito is hindi kayo tinuod ang happiness na imuya mo. It's because yan consequences na mahitabo. Di ba itong sa lang kain na an action is morally wrong if it tends to promote unhappiness or pain. So parang dili ko kayo nakuhan, so di na lang ko kayo mo skip na class. Di para maka-acquire ko ng happiness, which is dako imo grado, kuray naman guys ng mga activities. So, next is the extent how many people will be affected. So, di ba? Remember, di ba, ni Ryan na ang utilitarianism is it aims to maximize happiness for the greater number of people, and actions that will benefit greater number of people will produce greater number of happiness. So ilang tao yung maapektuhan sa kaligayahan na hindi? Action Armies. Kung ato yun siya itanawon din siya. So, by looking at all of this, calculation na para sa bawalin mo na ang happiness, diba? So by looking at all of this, so you can calculate the right action to choose para pleasure ang mag-gain mo o ma-avoid ang pain, ang kasakit. Next is John Stuart Mill. So can you read who is John Stuart Mill?
He was an English philosopher, political economist, and member of the British Parliament of the early modern period. He is best known for elucidating the theory of future journey and thought.
Ikaw mo ka ba mabasa? Otro! Dito mo na magalingan. Uy, bala ka mo.
He was an English philosopher.
Balik!
He was an English philosopher, political economist, and a member of the British Parliament of the early modern period. He is best known for elucidating the theory of future journey and thought. He eventually popularized Utilitarianism as a movement of which he became the best-known exponent and apologist. He is also known for his great effort in many social issues such as slave trade, universal suffrage, and establishments of labor unions and farm cooperatives.
So si John Stuart Mill is may support siya sa idea ni Jeremy. Oo, okay, magani. So, di ba, ang iya kuan about happiness is, according to him, the formula to happiness is the pleasure and the absence of pain. So, di ba, same na? Ang iya naman, ang iya di pasabot, ang formula gid ko ng happiness is the pleasure and the absence of pain. So, Mill argues that if the society were to adhere to utilitarianism in any social or political act, people would naturally internalize these standards as morally binding. So, according to him, utilitarianism is anchored in the natural sentiments that are based on humans' social nature. It means to say that happiness is the only basis of morality, which is the ultimate desire of humankind. So, let's just for example, so, di ba, just like what is good, it is what is useful. So, what is useful is what is good. So, another is in our community. So, we have to set morality in the perspective of the people. So, kung maganda ito in these people, so then, this is to be adapted to these people. However, but if it is not, then these people must reject this or they will not accept itong kuan nimo, gusto nimo ipakuan. Then, another is, diba, what is said by the majority, so this is to be followed by all because the majority speaks what is right. So that is utilitarianism according to Jeremy, si John Stuart Mill. So, actually, our decision in making perceiving the good must be seen and contextualized to what is useful, to what is pleasing to the particular people. So he states that the main focus, main functions of human rights is that necessary for human happiness. So that's all for my part. The next report, to continue the discussion is Ms. Risa Corrales. So, next
It is the theories of hedonism and utilitarianism. Can you read?
Consequentialism is an ethical theory that states that the rightness and wrongness of an action relies on its outcomes. It is a view that the main determinant of the morality of an act is consequence. Hence, the term consequentialism states in its theory, an action is right when its effects are good or beneficial to the person judging such act. Equally, an action is wrong when the effects are bad. It must be remembered that the consequence of an action is not just the same as its end, goal, or purpose. It is the actual effect of an action done by the doer. The doer has to wait for an action to be carried out, so he or she will be able to determine whether the action is good or evil. The two forms of consequentialism are hedonism and utilitarianism.
So, consequentialism. So, you are already familiar with that term, right? Since consequentialism, it is an ethical theory in which there is a rightness and wrongness of an action. So, if magbuhat ka ng action, so makita sa ganun na there is an consequences. It's either good or bad. So, if magbuhat ka ng sakto, so, dayo sa ang kuha niya. So, if magbuhat ka ng bad action, so, mali ang iyang consequences na mabuhat. So, ang consequences, makita po yung siya or makita yung siya. If possible, ang doer nagbuhat o di mao yung nana. So, ang consequence, nakabase siya sa doer. So, individual naman, it is the actual effect of the action done by the doer. So, ang consequences, makita din mo siya through the doer nga, iyang action niya dito mo. Hedonism, it argues that pleasure and happiness are the main aims of human life and the highest of all intrinsic goods achievable by humankind. So, di ba sa consequentialism, may duha siya, ang hedonism o utilitarianism. So, when we say hedonism, so ang iyang pasabot is all about the pleasure. So, gusto niya ng all pleasure, pleasure, pleasure without minding the pain. So, if di ba, maghimo kita ng action, so makita agad nato nga may pain sa agad kita na agian. Pero sa ina theory, gusto niya nga pain, mara ang pain bitaw, like gusto niya ng happiness. Kita estudyante, so di kita magproblema, like i-enjoy nato ang life, go with the flow, anak bitaw na mindset, like yung iban, nasa 2 times nga ma-depress yung iban, yung anak bitaw. Pero with this theory, makuha nato nga sa life, di ka dapat magpa-stress, di ka dapat dapat chill ka, dapat happy na kita tanan. So, bisan pag may problema ka na, happy kita, like, di na to problema ko ng problema, di ba? Amo yan siya sa hedonism. It is the idea that is one's obligation to go in the direction of his or her life, wherein he or she will acquire greater amount of pleasure than the amount of pain. A hedonist contends that pleasure is the highest good. So, the statement was directed to the Epicureans, the follower of the hedonist Epicurus. He thought that one's goal in life should be to attain happiness and tranquility, characterized by the absence of pain and fear, through the cultivation of friendship, freedom, and an analyzed life. So, makuha na to sa hedonism nga, dapat through sa itong mga friendship, may muna ito sa itong mga kaila. So dapat dili kita mahadlok, dili kita magmain sa mga pain. Kaya ang atong ikuan is, ang goal na to na happiness. So, mauna siya ang sa theory ng hedonism. So, next. Hedonism is an anchored in the idea of seeking pleasure as one's ultimate end and many thought of it as an ultimately egoistic philosophy. So sa ang mga hedonist, gaya sila gaya ang lakuan niya, dapat mag-focus na nila sa pleasure. The belief that pleasure is the ultimate end in one's life is even stated. So, let us eat and drink for tomorrow we are to die. This statement was directed to Epicureans, the follower of the Hedonism, the Epicurus. So, we don't know what will happen tomorrow, di ba? So, sometimes we are in this time, in this present times. So, dapat i-enjoy na ito ang life. Kaya, basin ba yan? Kumani, gabuod ka, hilak-hilak ang anak. Pag mo mamatay na ka, so, kahit na saan mo makilang happiness na to, so, dapat enjoy your life. So, the next is utilitarianism. So, di ba discuss sa inyo ng reporter kanina nila Raylan. So, it is the theory by which actions are judged to be right or wrong according to their consequences. It is the ethical theory that tells one to choose that which will give the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest number of people. So, according to Bentham, the greatest happiness of the greatest number. So, discuss niya ni Ryan kaina sa ilang na report nga. Mas, kato sa example, bitaw ni ma'am nga, mas gi-choose niya nga, patyundakan ang iyahang anak in order nga makatabang siya sa daghan na tao. Kay, ibali, yaon sa iyaha ang decision, oo, kung ano niya, piliyon niya ang iyahang anak or ang daghan nga taong kaiban niya nagtunatay. So, muna nga, nganhi sa utilitarianism. So, though sakit sa iyahang part, pero happiness mangod for the greater amount. So, dili na isa ang iyahang masave, kundi tanan niya mga tao dito. Pero ako yun, need nang mag-sacrifice. So, need ka mag-sacrifice ng isa in order na ma-save ang tanan. Sabtan ba ang utilitarianism? What is the difference between utilitarianism and hedonism? So, utilitarianism, it makes human welfare the supreme standard of right and wrong. Utilitarianism has thus frequently been associated with Reformation movements, while hedonism, it acknowledges the happiness of others too, not only for itself. So, makuha na to sa, di ba, sa Facebook, lugay na nga, happiness nga, gusto niya ng pleasure niya ng iyaha. Then, ang isa, for the greater amount ng iba na tao. So, di ba, ang hedonism, for the pleasure ng isa, selfish siya, gusto niya ng pleasure siya, o baliktad yung siya. Then, ang utilitarianism, for the greater amount ng tanan.
Baliktad yan sila ng definition, wala na ako maibig. Saan sa yung
Ito sa ang original na. So, ano yun siya, ang tinood na meaning ng utilitarianism, na ito ang hedonism. Kaya, di ba, sa discuss ko kayo na nga ang hedonism, for oneself, pleasure for oneself, ang utilitarianism, greater amount ng kuan.
Gagets niya.
Gets na niya.
Nabalik na siya.